Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are creating two custom Patreon spreads. These spreads are sort of for the month of August. They're for the month of August regarding these Patreon memberships, but this first spread is definitely not going to be for the month of August. So this one is for Maribeth, and Maribeth has requested a vertical spread, and she wanted Kell of a Plan Dog Lover and either the Christmas dogs or the Halloween dogs, but she wanted a golden retriever, and I don't believe that the Halloween dogs have a golden retriever here, so we're going to use the Christmas ones, even though it is quite early, but Mary Beth can hold on to this to be able to use for Christmas. So I pulled out some scrapbook paper. This is from Recollections. This is so many years ago. And I thought that the polka dots, at first I was thinking the stripe because I was like, oh, candy cane stripe. But then it's not a candy cane stripe because it's not diagonal. I don't think I have a diagonal in that color. We have a diagonal in orange, but let me just double check here. We have this vertical diagonal or horizontal, not vertical diagonal. Oh my goodness, vertical stripe. And then even if I pull out the green, we have a zigzag, but we don't have the diagonal. So I think that we're going to go with polka dots because I think that they'll be really fun for this and kind of like an unexpected pattern to use here. So let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and like rip off a massive corner piece for this. Like that. And then I think that we're going to put it right over here. So I need my adhesive. I've been using this adhesive from scrapbook.com. I really like it because I like that it has a bigger handle. It may not be for everyone because with it being bigger, you have to store something bigger. But I really like it. I find it easier to use and navigate sometimes than smaller ones. I'll link it in the description of the video as well for you. Okay, there we go. We got a nice big one there. And then I want to do the same thing on the top, but I'm just going to cut this. And then this time we want to go this way. So I'm going to rip here. If you want to see the tearing, like how you can kind of see this white, you'll want to rip coming towards you with the color. It took me a while to figure out which way to do it. And then we're going to do another one here. Okay. And then I will say one thing about this adhesive. It is labeled on the website as a permanent adhesive. It's not one that you're going to easily be able to pull up if you make a mistake or want to change something. So you'll want to be mindful of that. I don't know if they have a temporary one, but the other benefit of the permanent one is that it's going to stay in your planner. It's not going to pop up, of course. Okay, now I'm wondering if I can bring in some washi. I'm looking for like a Christmas green, like this type of green. Actually, the boxes are going to be a good, no, that's not the right color. This kind of green. I have Live, Love, Posh. I think this is going to be too bright. And the reason I really want to match the boxes is because when I put boxes down, if they don't match, it's going to look weird. So that's why I really need to try to match it. However, I think that my backup choice can be something darker like this because if you were to put this with this, it looks fine. So I think that that's actually what we're gonna do here, because I'm not gonna have the exact green that's in this sticker book. So now I'm going to add a little bit of white pen. This white pen seems to not want to work today. Always have a backup. Because I want to put this washi down, but I don't want to see the black lines through it. And then we'll take my washi cutting card for this side, put my knife here. There we go. Oh, I'm liking how this is looking. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, even though I am going to the beach tomorrow. But this is fun. We had used these stickers on a Patreon Zoom recently, and Maribeth had wanted them for her spread. So I'm happy to do any season, any time of year, as long as it's not snowing outside in July when I'm filming this. I'm good. Okay, this popped up a little bit, which means that I didn't put adhesive on it. So we're just gonna reapply that. Okay, cute. Now, before, I know I still need to get dogs in here, but before I do that, I want to get some boxes and I want to make sure that I have a little bit of function, because I feel like I'm going to forget and get excited about the dogs. So let's cover this up, and we're going to put a double box here. And then let's also start with a black box here. And then a sidebar as well. Now, because this sidebar is red and we're putting it over red polka dots, I'm definitely going to put something in there to kind of separate it a little bit. So that may be the first dog that gets to be included. I don't think do we use a golden here? We could use a golden. Doesn't use up too much of the sidebar. There's still a lot of space there. And then we could take a little bit more washi and add it in right here at the top. That's cute. Okay, now let's get some more dogs in. So we just put that golden, so I don't feel like it needs to be used again on this side of the page, but we're going to kind of use the washi as like a little stand for these. So we'll alternate like colors and sizes of the dogs. This one, I don't really need all this extra space here. Put that down, and then let's go for this one. Those are cute. And I think we'll cover up these lines. Okay, now what's next? Let's get some more dogs in over here. So I definitely want to use the golden. I feel like the golden, actually, these could work here too. Let's put this here for now. We could always add in more. And this little one that feels loud, I feel like that would be like a yapper kind of dog. And then this one. Oh, those are so cute. I like how this is coming out. I also like how, I mean, obviously this is Christmas. They all have Santa hats on them, but it's just like a little bit lighter Christmas so far. We'll see. Oh, I forgot about these. These also have all the little bows. Okay, we're going to switch up some of these. So I'm going to take this one. Maybe I don't switch them up. Maybe I just add to them. We just add little elements throughout, like this one can go right here. That's cute. And then we'll find other spots. So if I come back to our functional stickers, I think that I want to use the checklist sticker book by Mojo Jojo Plans, because we have 4 checklists here and I like to use more. So I think we're gonna use these instead. Let's get this darker green here. And then let's go for, I go for a light green here. I may be able to add in a little dog. Like that without it taking up too much room. And then we could do maybe a red checklist up at the top. That's cute. All right, next up, we also have this pink. So let's do this tall pink box. And then maybe to go along with the colors we're using, I add in a black checklist. It's like, does the sticker book have black checklists? Yes, of course it does. All right. I'm loving it. Now we need a box. So when I'm looking at the box colors that I have left, we're going to use a red one here. And then let's do a dark green checklist down at the bottom. And then I want to put a box here, but then I have 2 boxes next to each other. I think that it's okay. So we'll put this here, but then maybe we can pop in another dog like I did on Tuesday. So let's go for one of those smaller dogs. Let's use this one. No, I don't like that one. I like the dog. I don't like the spacing, like what it takes up there. This is cuter. Okay, yeah, that one's good. And then we should let's do a black checklist. I don't want to do red because it's right next to that red box. Okay, now back to our boxes. It's probably going to be the last checklist. I don't think we're going to have room for any more, but I have red and a green. So what we're going to do is pop this green one in here, and then this red right over here. And then I don't think I want to pop another dog there because it's just like, it would be right on top of that. So maybe instead, just to get a little bit of a color break, we add in one more box. Okay, oops, got a little avalanche going on here. I think that this is so cute. I want to add a little bit more to it. So let's take out Rainbow Date It. And let's look at our colors here. I think we're going to cover up the days of the week. I didn't really leave room for quotes in here, but I think that that's okay. Not every spread needs quotes. And I'm not doing like a complete cover up here because I'm going to put paper stickers over these. So I'm just kind of doing a rough cover up to get most of the black hidden, but it doesn't need to be as clean as if I were using clear stickers over it. It's one of the reasons that I prefer paper stickers. feel like I'm in the minority with that. Like most people prefer the clear ones. I really do prefer paper. I don't know of any situation that I prefer clear. I'd have to think about it. But I feel like what I hear a lot, whether it's from other content creators or in the comments of videos, is that most people prefer the clear. And I understand that they, look a little bit better on the page. But for use, like when I'm actually putting them down, these are the ones that I prefer. Okay. Now, I feel like it would make sense to put December, but I'm not 100% sure that Maribeth is going to use this in December. Maybe she loves it right now and she wants to use it now. So we're going to put December down, assuming she's going to use this in December because they're Christmas dogs, and she can peel it up if that's not when she wants to use it. So Dog Lover Caliva Plan, I will link everything I used except for the scrapbook paper because that's so old, but you can get scrapbook paper anywhere. I'll link it in the description. Next up, we are creating a currently and favorite spread for Shawn, and Shawn gave me full freedom on design. And I was looking at my sticker books, and National Planner Day, I keep messing this up, is on August 1st. And I thought that it would be fun to use Chic Planner by Live Love Posh to kind of celebrate the theme of National Planner Day. So let's come in right away with some florals over here, and let's do some here as well. And then I need my Alpha Basics sticker book. The Alpha Basics Volume 3 or Alpha Basics Volume 4. Let's see if Volume 4 has any stickers that may work for this. I know there's actually pink. I think this works. So I feel like I'm using up this sticker book so quickly. We're going to center G and U. And then these are a little bit thinner cut, I'd say, than previous Alpha Basics books. So when you're pulling something off like a U or an S that has a lot of curve, you'll just want to be really careful. Let me show you. Like here, you just want to kind of be gentle with it because I'm rarely gentle and I'm going to rip something at some point, I can tell. Okay, August. Ah, look how pretty that looks already. Sometimes it's just a matter of like adding in a little something to really make a spread pop. I'll trim here. And then let's use my punch before I forget. This is my We Are Memory Keepers disc punch, crocodile disc punch. It's like a crocodile. Then we want some boxes. So I'm going to grab Mojo Jojo Plan's pink boxes. We've got these really nice bright pinks here that are going to match perfectly. So I'll cover up here, cover here. And then while we're at it, we're going to cover here too. One of the best things that I did for myself as a planner content creator was that I spent a lot of time in January going through all of my planners and pulling everything out that I didn't necessarily want the full planner, but I knew I wanted the like filler pages. And I put them in a filing system because previously, like I'd sit down in the morning to film a video. Like right now, I am actually in my pajamas still. And I'd have to like go through all the planners and everything to find the ones that I was looking for. And now I have everything in a filing system, and it's just so much easier because I knew, like for Maribeth, okay, we are going to grab vertical undated. For Shawn, we are going to grab one undated currently and one filler paper, and it's just so much easier. I don't know if it's necessarily a system that everyone needs unless you're doing a lot of spreads, but I'm just so grateful to past me for doing it. You know the phrase like do something today that your future self will thank you for? July Elise is thanking January Elise for spending a lot of time on this project. And even James was like, it feels like you are taking a lot of time to do this. Like, is it worth it? And I said, yes, because at some point it's going to save me time every day, even though I probably spent a few hours doing it total, but it's going to save me time every day in the future. And it definitely has. Let's use this washi. I hope Shawn doesn't hate pink. I don't think she does, but got a lot of pink happening here. And we're just gonna underline this with washi, but I'm gonna do better about putting it on straight. Okay. There we go. Now let's come back to our chic planner and add a couple of elements in here. And I'm saying a couple because we still want this to be like a currently, so I can't put too much here. But I think if we take Planner Girl, like pop that right there, then we sort of have the space for these. But the question becomes, do I use hexagons or boxes? Let's first look at our hexagon stickers and see if we have the colors we need. I don't remember seeing such a bright pink. Yeah, I don't think we do. So we need pink, which I have here, but I also need a lighter pink. This sticker book should have both. But I'm running out of a lot of these. So pastel, this is series, let's go to series 4. Because we've got this pink, and then we also have the lighter one. I may as well switch to a page that has both. There we go. But I still think I want one full one. I don't want them to all be squares. Of course, this full one I don't have without lines, but it's okay, we can use lines. This here. Try to layer this over here. Actually, this color isn't working. I feel like that changed at some point. So it's not the same, I don't think, as that one. We could bring in black. I don't actually bring in black a lot. I used to so much more, but I don't do it a ton now. But I think that because we added that one in, we can do it here too. And it'll be a little pop of, won't be a pop of color, but it'll be a pop of bold, which I think could look nice. I feel like we need one more. These pinks are also different. So I guess we're just kind of doing a variety of pinks in this spread today. Let's see. I was looking for one that was like a little bit shorter. So I guess I would need series 2. No, series 3 is what I would want here. There we go. Sorry that sometimes I'm spending time like finding the stickers. These are the right color. I don't always know at the start of a spread what colors I'm going to want to use. So it can be hard to like map those out ahead of time. Now I know this spread or the sticker book has quotes. So let's choose some quotes here. I like the magic is in the planning. Put this right here. And then got quite a bit of space there. let's see. If I can take, these are at the top, something small, maybe like the paper clips. I like plan your work, work your plan. So we're gonna put this here, but we're gonna add in the paper clips on the side like that, just to be a little pop of something. And then because we have those paper clips, let's also add in little binder clip right over there. Okay, I think that that looks cute. I want to add the words and everything in, but first up, I want to come back to this side of the page, and we're going to do the currently, or no, favorites. So put that washi down, and I have no R's left. Shocking, right? But I have a P. So we're going to fake it. So this will be in the middle. And then we'll make the R. I, T, E, and S. We need the O, V. I need a page of just all R's. A, and F. Okay, now for the faking it, we're going to take part of the Y. Well, actually, let's do part of the X. I was going to say part of the Y because Y may not be a letter I use very often, but if I'm doing currently, I will use it. But the X, I don't really see myself using very much. So we're going to take the X. I need to trim a tiny bit of this. And then just do a little bit of surgery, and ta-da, we have an R. And it's perfect. Okay. Let's trim here. Okay, I need to move some of the sticker books off my desk, and we'll get this finished up. Sometimes I just have to make room in between doing things. Otherwise, everything takes up too much space. Let's come in with these florals down on the corner. And then I think we should do this planner girl here. And then something a little bit taller right over here. We could do, let's do a combination of the scissors. Oh, we just put that pen there. Okay, so let's do the scissors. I don't need the pen. And we'll do another binder clip kind of to bring in that black again. Then I love these little rolls of washi. We're gonna have them come right off the top of the page there, and we'll cut them. Cute. Okay, I feel like adding the alphabet stickers just makes this look so clean and neat, and I really love that look. Now I'm gonna come in with a full box, or double box, but we're going to put it vertically. Don't ever be afraid to switch the orientation of your stickers. Just because it's meant to go in one spot in a planner doesn't mean you can't turn it around and put it another way. Really, the only time that matters is with the double boxes. So we're gonna put this, I wanna go for the light pink first. Let's put this here. It didn't go down straight. And look how nice and even that looks. And then we'll come back in with our boxes, or square boxes. So let's do 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to take the washi and kind of connect these so that it doesn't look like there's so much empty space between them. And that just adds another element of decor to it. Cute. I don't think I'm going to go outside. I think we're just going to stick with the insides there. Now we need currently. So let's see. We're going to do prioritizing because, you know, I love forcing my Patreon members to prioritize things. Prioritizing. Let's write, or let's sticker. Planning. Nice big one for planning over here. Loving. We're going to do this with the lines because I think that that would be a good one for lines. Reading. Celebrating. Always something to celebrate. And let's do watching. And then on the right side is where Shawn gets my handwriting. Okay, so first up, we're going to write memory. Trying to write neatly here. Tradition. Let's do TV show. Book. Movie. And then one that I like to include is weekend. Sometimes there's a difference between memory and weekend. Like in July, I'm filming this on July 23rd, so July isn't over. But so far, my favorite memory in July is watching the sunset with James. But my favorite weekend in July is the weekend that we celebrated my birthday and his sister's engagement party. So there's a difference between those two. So I think that we are set. This came out so cute. I really didn't know when I woke up this morning what I was going to do for Shawn's spread, but I really love how it came out. And I love Candace, this isn't Candace, this is Maribeth, sorry. And I love Maribeth's as well. I think that these are both so much fun and I hope they love them. I'll link everything that I used in the description of the video at Live, Love, Passion, Mojo Jojo Plans. You can use code Elise10 to save on your order. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support and I'll see you next time.